Hello, everyone. My name is Tiger, and welcome. Hello, everyone. My name is Tiger, and joining me today will be the intimidating Smiler Wolf. Not Smiler, because she
Ah,
actually exists on YouTube.
sadly. Damn it. Why?
Yeah, so, he's a bit grumpy.
God damn
So,
it. Why did I have to bring her up?
because she exists, and she kind of made a comment in my last video. But, Smiles, what do you think of the cover art? Depicting you as this ominous threat with just, piercing yellow eyes through this fog of darkness. A little reference to one of your abilities, I'm sure.
Yes. Yes, I know which one you're talking about, good sir. You don't have to explain because I am there after all. I explained everything about me to you.
Yes, you did, and that was very helpful for creating your depiction in this world that I have created.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually like
But,
Insanity's pose. It's a little anime-esque, but that's my whole
mm-hmm.
shtick.
That's the
This,
idea. I see where you're coming from with it as well. I like I like how you've done like they've missed being a blend of white, yellow, and black.
yeah,
But
originally
mostly
there
there's like
was
yellow in there.
when you in the live stream we all saw what it actually looked like, and I thought this looked better overall.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. It actually looks a lot more better than the last one. I would say, however, this is just a minor nitpick. I
No, no,
could
not
have
pick away.
I would have loved to see little like swirl pattern because my eyes, little swirls and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but
I
if I
know a
did
lot
add
about stuff,
swirls,
but
there
yeah.
would be a little, a little blurred.
Complicated.
Eh,
Complicated. Yeah, swirled and like blurred and complicated. I gotcha.
Not complicated, but it would look blurred, and it might like make the eyes less visible because it was shot. The drawing is shouted. The eyes are supposed to be shrouded in darkness, so it might blend in with the black background, making it seem
That
like
makes
Smiler
sense.
is the background and not Smiler is in the background.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha now.
But fairly
I see where
simple,
you're
easy
coming
to
from.
see, and it looks like
Yes.
Insanity's having a good time.
It's a very sunny time, but in realization, it's me.
What I actually find funny is the fact that Smiler, the relationship I want to develop as the book goes on is Insanity has a fascination with characters that can't be killed, which is why he has an obsession for Smiler Wolf, since Smiler quite literally has a unique ability where he cannot be killed. Yet Insanity doesn't know that because all he knows is he thought Smiler shrugged off the murder attempt that was depicted in the book.
hmm
But let's start off with the first page where we have Insanity we're dropping you in the middle of the story where Insanity just pops into an alleyway saying, well, a dark, imposing
Hey.
figure with blood on the
Basically.
walls. And Smiler, Insanity seems interested, and then he gets really interested because of his relationship with Sin. Insanity doesn't really like people just committing ruthless murder without a reason. So
Yeah,
if this had dialogue, it probably would have been a conversation between the two. Well, as much as a conversation as you can get out of, Smiler without him tenderizing you.
yeah.
But I'm pretty
It's
sure.
make yeah.
No, go
I
ahead.
do like him. I think what you've may should have done with the mouth though on the middle slot. What is
Oh
that
yeah.
middle slide? Yeah, that one. What you may should have done is like made the grin little bit more wider, similar to
Well,
like Insanity, but
Well, I was trying to
yeah,
ease into it for the audience to show them, yeah, their mouths can go from like this normal size to a quite insane one.
yeah,
And I
that
want to be,
makes sense.
and later in the comic, when I continue working on it, when another fight breaks out between the two of them, I want to have Smiley reveal how big that smile can really get, where it gets to the point
Oh
where it literally
yeah.
starts swirling in on itself. Since the horror of the unknown is
It's
like where I'm
quite
trying to go
cool.
with Smiler.
That would look
Since
quite cool.
Since I really can't go with the horror of the unknown with Insanity, since his design has reappeared way too much and he quite literally is just an outline of Tagger. That's why when Insanity does stuff like this, I'll try to make it ominous, but
hmm
he's also he can be somewhat silly at times. While Smiler here, just black, with the yellow
Yeah,
emanating off of him. And
yeah.
this, and this isn't actually a reference to Smiler having magic or not. I don't know what Smiler's deal is, other than him being supernatural, which isn't exactly super
Uh,
magical.
super magical. There was actually just going off topic here. I did explain to you about a bit more of his backstory. I made a bio saying that he wasn't as it usually was after like before this and shit. He was like I explained, like he was much more like innocent and such a kind lad, even though he's been tortured quite a lot and shit. But now he's more ruthless, like this, basically. Just like, you know, I want to do spoilers, but I know for a fact if I explain it, it's gonna get a lot more confusing. So
Well,
I'm not gonna bother explaining.
well, in the original, the incarnation of Smiler I would probably make is he would definitely be kind, but he definitely would be emotionally distant, a little manipulative, and he would just look at the world with like clear eyes, but he would have moments where he questions whether or not the society he lives in is truly
Yeah.
kind. He's in a nice town with a
yeah.
couple bad people, and that would just set up the fact, yeah, Smiler isn't pure, just like anybody else.
Of
He
course.
does have like his own like little moments where he acts a
Yeah.
little naughty.
Of course, yeah. That's pretty much the same thing with me in real life, actually. I'm kind of like that. I feel like, you know, the society that we live in now is like, we're not too sure about it anymore, especially with what's been happening lately over here where
Well, I
I
mean,
live.
if we really did evolve from animals, it would only make sense that we still have those animalistic instincts. As much as
Yeah.
some people would say, "I'm not an animal." No, you really are. If we really did evolve from
Yeah.
animals, you don't possess the ability to commit evil. You have the ability to commit violence, which can turn into
Yeah.
the ability to commit evil. But that's
Exactly.
just me.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from with that. And personally, I kind of agree with you on that.
I love these conversations. They go places. And I love
Yeah,
Smiler Wolf
sadly.
because just look at him. He's so adorable.
How am I adorable? I'll rip you apart! Sorry,
You can-
I have it.
You can do that. I'm immortal. I can't die. Why do you think I have so many personalities? Each incarnation I have is another incarnation of my previous life. It's like having dissociative personality disorder, or DID for short. But in my case, they don't go away after I die. They just come back, and there's more of them. Oh yeah, but yeah, you can see here. Originally, I was gonna have Smiler's fist just launch insanity, but I thought, nah, just leave a magic trail because I'm lazy. As Smiler's
Yeah,
gas, I guess, or his some kind of
laughing
residue
gas.
emanating from his body is just pouring through the
Yeah.
city.
Yeah. I have tried to explain how the small laughing gas actually works.
It's a
Basically, it's
transmutive
just,
substance that's airborne.
yes, basically. But at the same time, I did change him up. Since we haven't talked that much, I have changed certain things about it. It is a little tricky to explain, but I will at some point I will make something saying that this is explainable, and I can try and explain it quite easily and all this shit.
Well, if you want to make scientific elements into it, I can help you out with that since I'm still a nerd for biology and science. But
I did not know that.
but mixing supernatural elements with science is something I've always loved. Like there's an explanation, but the explanation scientifically is still like out there. It's not meant to be understood because Smiler Wolf is a supernatural or a horror themed character. So it's more of the idea of these changes and these abilities. Just like you try to explain it, but the more you dig into it, the more it drives you mad. Which I guess would work.
I know.
Wait, is Smiler an Eldritch God? Is he the new Cthulhu?
No.
That'd be funny.
No.
If people thought he
was. No, that'll just be bad. No. Cthulhu is more ocean type. If Smile was gonna be like that, then bloody hell. Yeah, no. No, it's just no. It's just I don't think it would work out nice.
Smiley looked like Cthulhu. Cthulhu ran in the field.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Smiley, the savior of humanity. Who said he was the savior? He's the
who said that
new ruler.
He was ever going to be the savior?
Oh, well. Continuing on. A funny little thing here is Insanity actually doesn't have any red on him. Now, in a previous video, in a previous tangent, I went on a video that I was recording with Penny Q. I did explain the character covered in red or has highlights in red will actually signify how many people they've murdered and the effect it has on them. But
Yes.
insanity here is depicted as pure white, which kind of implies either one,
Oh.
he hasn't killed a lot of people, which is surprising because just look at him.
Why? Yeah.
But he also seems to in this page right here seems to like have a childlike innocence. I mean, true,
Yeah.
his new toy has well, let's just go through this. First page, Smiler struck him, so he's holding his side. Insanity reacts in shock because he didn't think he could hit that hard, even though he's a giant dog. Then again, I guess Insanity isn't expecting such an attack from such of a unknown creature he's just met. His eye returns to its normal state of being large, as Smiler just smirks at the hint of blood he can smell, turning his head sideways to see why he's still standing and getting up. Obviously, somebody that got hit that hard would still be able to get up, but they'd be struggling. Insanity not showing any signs of it, his tail just curling. As he just looks at the sky, and we see that Smiler quite literally I guess his fist can harden to the point where it can become as sharp as a blade, which is why he is now just bleeding out. As Smiler is just like, what is this thing?
That's pretty much what happens. Yeah.
He's just looking at him and is like, what the fuck are you?
Yeah. I bet you he'll be like questioning soon, probably in the next slide or so, like, or whenever they'll start fighting, he will say, "What are you supposed to be? Some kind of stupid pet or something?" I don't know.
I think something more intelligent would be, I thought I put this dog down, but it still got back up.
I get it, yeah.
Since,
actually quite cool.
It's actually a running theme that people call Insanity a mutt or a lapdog because of his association with sin. And it's only ironic that Smiler would call him. Oh God!
Oh my lord! Jesus! That's a big wide mouth.
Yeah,
that's a wide ass mouth. Look at that.
As Insanity just looks at him, he's just like, "What do you think I should do?"
He
notices they're on a sidewalk, so he uses his magic to levitate to, I guess, pick up Smiler, who's up here that we can't see, and then just smash. Just not smash him into the wall, I mean smash him into the literal comic book panel.
Oh my god.
He can break the fourth wall, I guess. That's always the weird thing about these characters. I don't know what they can do until I show it. Oh yeah, and then he's happy with himself. He's very happy. Rip Smiler Wolf. But wait, kids. Smiler can't die. Because he's back.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my.
That's one way to pancake a fool.
Yeah.
As insanity that's off.
All I can say, that's one way to pretty much make wall paint, or like whatever it's called. That's one way to paint a wall. There it is.
I prefer deck the halls.
God damn
it. And as you can see here, Insanity isn't that he isn't bothered, as he just walks away in a silly manner. And then he seems pleased, as his face slowly melts with the background. And then we cut to him at the beach, enjoying himself, just relaxing, thinking about the setting sun. Oh, how sweet, how adorable. And then
the next next page.
And then he just gets up. He's like, I wonder what that thing was, as he sees like 2 yellow eyes. And it's like he's thinking about Smiler Wolf. And then he's like, I wonder what I hear something. Shit.
Wee clack.
That poor Sanity. Poor Sanity. And again, he deserved it. I mean, what would you do when someone literally caved your body in with a fucking car?
Well, I would say what I would personally do would be just get a car and then just throw it at a certain someone, but don't worry about it. I don't know.
Yeah, and then we see the effect of Smiler throwing that car at him. It literally embedded itself into the ground on a sandy beach.
Well, sand is soft after all. Sand is like one of the most softest materials, so it does make sense.
I guess it created a pothole.
Oh,
And
don't get me started with potholes.
as Smiler here just looks like
Oh my
there,
goodness.
it's finally done. As we see a depiction of how Smiler Wolf can change forms, his form fading out, and him taking a much smaller form. As it's revealed with his yellow eye, he is Smiler. Smiler
You may
Wolf,
as
but I didn't want to add the
you
wolf.
may need to put a wolf in there. We don't want to get a copyright strike.
To be fair, Smiler looks completely different from Smiler Wolf.
Yeah.
And then we get to the next rough page I had, which, if anyone doesn't know, I quite literally spent 10, 15 minutes trying to figure out what the plot was.
Yeah, you said so. Basically, you were saying like the card's been like thrown at. What's it called? Then what you should do is like
Oh, Insanity was
maybe.
pissed. That's why the card's vibrating in this shot. As Smiler just looks at it as it's bursting into flames. As Smiler just is reminded of something he probably did in the past. Probably burned out an orphanage.
Yeah.
As Insanity is revealed to be the cause of the flames, and his new suit is ready. Designed after his Lord and Savior, Lord Sin, wearing a top hat and
Yeah.
everything. Insanity.
With a top hat. I can just imagine like someone's gonna make a joke out of it saying like I don't know Fenrir with a top hat or something. I don't know.
Probably. And continuing on that, we have the first cover spread. And then instead of killing him this time, instead he just points at him, poorly might I add, at Smiler Wolf, manifesting a door behind him, as Smiler just turns back, as Insanity smiles, opening the door only to have Smiler Wolf look back and knows he's gone. Becoming annoyed because, well, he has no other choice. You know, in the oh yeah, he doesn't have a choice because he's like, oh cool, this is a crazy world. What is this place? And then the door falls on him, and then
God damn it!
and then the bane of his existence appears behind him to close the door. Obviously, Smiler Wolf would not be happy. I mean, who would want to be happy? Who would be happy in such a crazy fucking world? Engaging his bestial form quickly to tear apart the door, leaving surprisingly not bending the handle, only to like chill out, get furious, and then sigh because he knows he's gonna have to go through some crazy shit.
God damn it!
As a character,
I feel his pain. Hey man, I feel his pain. He's like, God damn it! Now I need to find another way back home.
Don't you hate it when
I am?
Don't you hate it when your ex just locks you in your car?
Yeah. Yeah, easily.
And then we have him. Despite his bright smile, this character knows the operator, and he quite literally everybody fears him. Even Sin fears him, and he's one of the strongest, if not the strongest character in TMP. You don't fuck with the operator, and for him to be here is a bad thing.
Yes.
And
yes.
Smiler, not being an idiot, obviously looks in that direction, but doesn't much care for whatever's there. Crazy new world with crazy creatures, he assumes, so he just looks forward, saying, just sniffing the area. As the operator, quite a lanky fellow, just hides behind the wall with the childlike innocence. Maybe he's gonna play peekaboo. Or maybe he's gonna do something worse.
Yeah.
As Smiler just looks down to notice a little fox with a couple tails. This character turned into a reference with Chibi-Fur and his relationship with Chibi-Fur. Since the running joke with Chibi-Fur is she's friends with everybody. As well, this is supposed to be I guess this character would be a reference to Chibi-Fur, since the only time Smiler in TMP would have seen this emblem would be either on Tiger or Chibi-Fur, who would just leave it a note. As Smiler Wolf just looks at it and he's thinking, should I tear it up or should I read it? But this is Smiler, and he probably did read it.
He probably did, more than likely, since he's quite
he's not stupid.
He's a little curious. He's not curious. He's not stupid. He's not stupid, but he's extremely curious about certain things. But if there's anyone like gets in his way or does something stupid or something, he would probably snap and rip them to bits, like what he did with the door.
God.
Porn.
Now, here's like the scrapped comic book concept I had. Sorry, that's spoilers. We're almost finished
Yeah.
up. Don't worry, Smile.
That was awkward.
Yeah, no kidding. So after we have Insanity Rise again, the Prince of Chaos being set up, we have. My name's Tiger. Go support Smiley Wolf and give him a likes and love. And bye bye.
Bye bye, you guys.